Hi there, Chris, Chaplain of Cap Moto Legends. Today we're going to talk about a new casual bomber style motorcycle jacket from the Italian brand Spidi. It's a jacket that's called the Metromover. New to us here at Moto Legends, although not necessarily new to the market, is this Blues on style jacket from Spidi. We first saw it more than a year ago, and to tell the truth, we've blown hot and cold on it ever since. It's not typically the kind of jacket that we here at Moto Legends would do, but things have changed somewhat post-COVID, and we're now seeing lots of people in the shop for whom a jacket like this, I think, would be perfect. But let's tell you first about the jacket itself. Now, being super stylish Italian dudes, Spidi has always championed bike gear that doesn't really look like biking gear. And the Metromover, this jacket obviously, doesn't say motorcycling in any way. If you saw someone in the street wearing this jacket, there's nothing to say that the wearer also rides a motorbike. With its elasticated hem and elasticated sleeve ends, it's basically a bomber jacket, albeit with a removable hood. The outer fabric is made from a soft shell material, and that material has some stretch built into it, so it's a very easy jacket to wear, a very comfortable jacket to wear. The outer shell actually has quite a complicated construction. It's a three-layer construction. The outer shell, the soft shell, is laminated to a windproof membrane, which in turn is laminated to a micro-fleece lining. So the jacket is going to be reasonably warm, although clearly it's no winter jacket. The lining of the jacket is actually the waterproof membrane. That's an unusual way, it has to be admitted, to construct a waterproof jacket. But this membrane, the lining, will not have that much to do because the laminated windproof membrane that's bonded to the inside of the outer soft shell fabric will keep most of the rain out. The problem though is that the soft shell fabric itself, soft shell fabrics are hydrophilic, they absorb moisture, so the jacket's going to take on, in heavy rain, it's going to take on a lot of water. So I suppose the bottom line is, how will this jacket perform in the rain? It's got to be said that it's going to be much more than a water-resistant jacket, but I don't think that this is the kind of jacket that you want to be wearing in really heavy rain or if you're out for many hours in the rain. This is the kind of jacket that you're going to wear if you're popping out and going up into the hills for a bacon sandwich, or if you're popping into town, or perhaps if you've got a very short commute into work. And for these kinds of journeys, the Metromover will certainly keep you dry. But this is a jacket that has, as it were, its own comfort zone. Push much harder than the limits that we've suggested, and you're going to find its level of incompetence. When it comes to protection, the jacket's got Spidi's own level 1 shoulder armour and elbow armour. We like their armour, it's flat, it's soft, it's pliable, it's not D3O, but it does pretty much the same job. The jacket will take a back protector, and there's some Velcro pads in the back that will enable you to put a back protector in. But we don't really like the way that this is positioned, because what it's going to mean is that you're actually wearing the back protector right onto your back, and it just doesn't seem to work particularly well. It's as though it's an afterthought. And I suppose what I might imagine is that the kind of person who's buying a jacket like this won't necessarily want a back protector. Given that, this may not be the jacket for you. It has, though, been fully CE certified under the latest EN 17092 standard. As part of that standard, it meets the A level. There are 3 levels. There's the highest AAA level, AA, and then single A. So it meets the lowest standard, which is what we would expect of an urban jacket like this. That having been said, there are many jackets that are much, much more expensive than this one that still only meet the A standard. Don't have much more to say about the jacket and the construction of the jacket. We've got these 2 large patch pockets on the front. They're going to be water resistant at best. You've got 2 inside pockets that are going to be totally waterproof. They're actually net pockets, but they're going to be waterproof because they are on the body side of the lining, and the lining, as I've mentioned, is the waterproof membrane. You've got Scotch-Lite reflective logos here on the front and back. In both cases, they are highlighting the Spidi logo. I suppose the question therefore is, the Metromover, what exactly is it? Who is it aimed at? What kind of jacket is it? And I think it'll be a different jacket for different kinds of people. It's on one level a super stylish jacket for the urban commuter, and you would not look out of place wearing this jacket if you were queuing up for your decaf flat white with an extra shot. But for some people, it's going to be the perfect jacket for throwing on if you want to pop down the pub or go out on a Sunday morning. For the person who has, post-COVID, decided to commute into work on a scooter or a 125, again, this might be the perfect jacket. And it's not a bad choice of jacket for the person who's starting out on their biking career, because I suppose if down the road you'll find yourself, for whatever reason, not liking two wheels, you can just remove the armour and you're going to end up with a super stylish casual jacket. At £219.99, £220, it's not an expensive jacket, but of course you can always find cheaper. But I don't think you'll find anything that has the combination of functionality and styling that's going to beat it at this price. If you'd like to see more casual jackets like the Spidi Metromover, then visit the website motorlegends.com. To learn more about this particular jacket, then if you click on one of the links on the screen, sometimes they're up there, sometimes they're down there, that will take you directly to the relevant page on the website. There you can check out the spec in a little bit more detail, you can check availability, and obviously if you really like the jacket, you can buy it there and then. When you do buy from us, we try to make the process simple, straightforward and risk-free as we possibly can. There's no delivery charge on any item of protective wear that you buy from us. Returns are totally free, and what's more, we give you a full 12 months in which to decide whether you do want to return something to us. We have the best price promise in the business. Now, John Lewis is rightly famed for its never knowingly undersold price guarantee, but we go one stage better. If you can find any of our competitors selling anything that we sell at a price that is lower than ours, we will beat that competitor's price by a full 10%. There are a few terms and conditions associated with what we call our price beat, nothing particularly onerous, but if you are going to price beat us, I suggest you visit the website and check out what those terms and conditions are. In the future, if you want to get email bulletins from us about new products, then go to the website. At the top of every page, there's a piece of script that says newsletter sign up. Click on that, within seconds you'll be in business. If, however, you prefer to get your information videographically, that is to say in this form, we'd be simply delighted if you want to become a subscriber to our YouTube channel, and you can do that by clicking on the button below. Finally, I'd like to make a mention of our fabulous little shop here at Motor Legends. We're based about a mile from the centre of Guildford, a mile from the railway station, and as I've suggested, the shop has a small footprint, but it's attached to a warehouse where we have more than £2 million worth of stock arranged over 3 floors, and that technically makes this the second largest motorcycle apparel shop in the country. But we think that we are far more than just the amount of gear we have here in the building. We're all about service, we're all about personal fitting. If you want to check us out, visit Trustpilot. We have the highest 5-star ranking in the business. When you come and see us, we'll serve you only the finest Italian illy coffee, or we'll serve you proper Yorkshire tea in a proper teapot. And if you're lucky, you may even get to sample one of our delicious motorcycle-shaped shortbread biscuits. Anyway, this has been Chris. I hope to talk to you again soon.